Hey, this is Kevin with CR Comics to Toys, and buckle in. This might be a long one. Instead of doing like a bunch of little videos of kind of the different pickups that I've done from shows that I went to, like C2E2 and Star Wars Celebration and Cedar Rapids Kane County Toy Show, among other things, stuff that I picked up in the mail, eBay, what have you. Decided to just do a big ol' video with all of the different toys and comic books that I've picked up, and hope you enjoy. Uh, start off with when I went to Celebration. Mostly I picked up the the toys, like the loose Star Wars action figures from like the 70s or 80s. But I did pick up one of these patches from Rancho Obi-Wan. It's kind of cool. I saw, like, if you see some of my other videos, I went to see their museum that they had there, their traveling museum. And they had a collection of all the patches that they had over the years. And I saw this one, thought it was pretty cool. Wanted a little souvenir from, their celebration that was in Chicago. And I'll probably make something up with this. Maybe put this with like the program guide, make up like a little frame with it and everything. So maybe I'll take pictures of that and put in a later video. And here's going to be the program guide that was at Star Wars Celebration. Normally when I go to C2E2 and other conventions, if they do have, you know, souvenir manuals or uh, guides or something like that, they usually are, all over the place, and you can usually pick up a couple. But actually, I had to kind of hunt around for this, and found this. I think at a little information booth, kind of on the inside. So it wasn't like they had them on the outside where anybody could just kind of go in and pick them up. But I thought it'd be a nice memento of going, and has like a picture of the show floor, some of the pins that you can pick up, and just some of the different things you could see, and some of the different stuff you could buy there. But yeah, I'll probably put this with like the celebration, maybe make up kind of a frame with it and everything, make it look nice, put it up on the wall. Thought that would look pretty cool. Another thing that I picked up with Star Wars Celebration is I saw, is it Dave Dorman? I know it's Dorman. Yeah, it's Dave Dorman. He did a lot of different covers. One I kind of know him for is like the Dark Empire covers, and wasn't able to get like the first series, which he didn't have a whole lot of those at his table. But I did manage to pick up this one for Dark Empire 2, picked up one of 6, and thought that was kind of a nice cover, and got him to go ahead and sign that for me. So I'll put that in my collection of autographed comics, and that'll be a nice addition to that. And let's see, this was a smaller convention that I went to. Where was it? I believe it was Quad Cities that I went to. Got a uh, got a Hulk done by Charles Simpson, and I guess at C2E2, I saw his booth there at C2E2, and what some were telling me was that he's going to be doing some work for Marvel in the future. So I'm thinking this kind of as I don't know if I really want to think of it as an investment, but it's kind of neat when you can get in the ground floor and get like a original sketch or something from somebody before they make it big. But good luck to him. Hopefully he does good when he starts working for Marvel. At the time that I got the sketch, I don't believe that he actually had a contract yet, but I think they're working on this. And then we got a copy of was it Steve Sansweet, the guy who runs Obi-Wan, you know, the biggest collection of like Star Wars toys museum that you can go see, which is pretty cool. Getting to see his little traveling museum, seeing all the cool stuff they had there. Got to meet the guy. God, he's kind of a smaller guy, so you know, when I saw him, I kind of surprised me. So made sure to get myself a copy, his autograph, and then I got one for my friend Chad. So I'm sure he's going to appreciate that. And let me just move this in and get a little closer look at some of the Star Wars toys that we have here. Star Wars toys that I got, these were mostly from Star Wars Celebration. I did pick up a few from Kane County Toy Show, and I pretty much have got my set filled out. When I went to see, or excuse me, Star Wars Celebration, one of the big ones that I picked up was Emperor's Guard here. Got a nice figure here with his weapon and everything, and cloak intact, and he looks pretty nice. A little bit faded. Everything's original. So kind of a nice pickup of that. I haven't seen this a lot in like some of the smaller shows that I go to. And if I did see him, I usually saw a pretty big price on him. But I was able to buy him in like kind of a group. I bought a bunch from one guy, so he kind of lowered the price a little bit for me. And let's see, got a little Yoda here, and I know I don't have his cloak or any of his stuff or his little snake or anything, but it's a start. At least it's something for my collection for now. Either I can, you know, I'm not against getting reproductions or any of that, or maybe I'll just trade up, but you know, this is what I got for now. Most of the other characters that you see here, you know, they're going to be, you know, not really, you know, the biggest characters. You know, they're kind of like the guys that I went and, you know, didn't kind of really passed over, but I really dug through a lot of the small loose containers to try and catch up. You know, I got a Zuckuss. He's in pretty nice condition. AT-AT Driver, Leia, Hoth Leia, Cloud Guard. I don't know the robots. I don't really know their names off the top of my head very well. This guy here, I did a lot of looking to find this guy. You know, you can definitely pay top price for this guy. You know, to get him in perfect condition, but I was trying to get a good deal on him, so I looked through a lot of, you know, loose containers for him. And the big thing is trying to find one of these guys with all of his arms, his little arms here that you see intact, as well as his little arm that you see there. Now you'll see that he has like a little bit of I can't quite get. Let's see if I can get a little better shot. It looks like he has a little bit of tape on it. As far as I can tell, I took some of the tape off. It looks like that is intact. It's just a little bit bent, but I think the guy was taping that on there just to make sure that it wasn't going to fall apart or anything. But yeah, he's pretty much intact, and I got him for a pretty good price, just, you know, digging through the pile of toys that they had there. Instead of buying the box figures that they have, usually those are quite a bit more. So I'll probably take off that tape after some time and you know, just see how good a condition it is, and if not, I might not even take it off, just you know, so I don't even chance it. But yeah, got a good condition him. Let's see, Black Bespin Guard. Some Admiral guy here. This guy here, you know, I can't imagine why I had so much freaking trouble finding this guy. At the show, so many people had, like, I don't know, they're putting like $30, $40 on him, which, I don't know, I wasn't going to pay that much for this droid. He wasn't quite the price of the droid that I was looking for, if you know what I mean. But I went to the show that was in Kane County in Chicago, later on, just more recently. And there was one guy there, he wanted to try and soak me for about $40 for one of these. And yeah, it was in okay condition, but God, $40 for this? Come on. I think I ended up getting this guy for maybe $10 or $15. And he was in pretty good condition, and it was just one of those points where I was just sick and tired of looking for this figure, so I just ended up buying him. And let's see, let me move things out here a little bit. Give me just a sec, I'll be right back. I'm going to move things around. Alright, back. And up next is going to be all of the Marvel Legends figures that I picked up over the last couple weeks, or couple months. Some of these have been from stores, some of these have been from, let's see, GameStop, I think some from Walmart, picked some from, the Kane County Toy Show, and then, I think that's about it. Well, let's dig into these. So, I guess I was in the mood for Avengers Endgame, so after seeing that, I went out and found Black Widow from the Infinity War series. Picked her up. Thought I should get her. And then Paladin. Now, I have seen this guy. This guy is a total peg warmer. You will see him at most stores. You will see him. God, for as much of a peg warmer as this guy is, the funny thing is like I never would see him on sale, whether it be at Walmart, GameStop, or wherever. Actually, I went to the Kane County Toy Show and I picked this guy up for $7. Box is almost perfect, so I was pretty happy with picking him up for $7. I mean, yeah, just the leg, for the build action figure is probably worth that alone. So picked him up. And then also at the Kane County Toy Show, I picked up, this is going to be, let's see, Nebula. And I'm trying to get together the whole series of Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think I'm only one away, and that's going to be Gamora, I believe. So I was happy to find her for a decent price. Didn't pay, I don't think I paid more than $20 for her, so I was happy with that. And all I needed to do is get her, and I'll have all the Guardians of the Galaxy, which will be pretty cool. And then we got, let's see, Jubilee, which new X-Men set came out. I collected the X-Men when I was a kid, and this is definitely the series or the team that I remember the best and the most fondly from the comic books. And so I definitely had to pick up this set. See the back there, and you'll see the series. So you got Gambit, Beast, Wolverine or Weapon X, Forge, then you got Blink, Jubilee, which is this one, and Skullbuster. Of all the series, the Skullbuster is the only one that I'm not going to pick up. I didn't get Weapon X with this one, but I might pick him up if I see him in a store later. But I pre-ordered these through GameStop this time, and so they actually came fairly recently. So I was pretty happy that they actually got them in stores a little bit quicker. Normally they're pretty late on that, but I was happy to pick Jubilee up, and then I can put together the X-Men team with Cyclops and everybody. I'll have to get a few other figures, but it is going along quite nicely. Then we got Forge. I would never think that they would have done like a Forge one, but I was pretty happy when they came out with him. So he's in the classic X-Men suit and everything, so it's pretty cool looking. So I was pretty happy with his. So again, this was quite a big order from GameStop, so that was pretty cool picking all those up. Then we got Blink here. Really nice sculpt of her. She looks very pretty in this. Let's see, back here. Pretty cool looking from the back as well. And let's see who else we got here. We got Gambit. Of all of them, probably Gambit here is going to be my favorite one. This just looks exactly like right from the comic book as I remember him from the 80s and 90s. I'm not sure if I'm going to take him out of the box, but I think I will, just because I want to pose him with, his card effects and everything. Then we'll take a look at the back here, and you can see a nice picture on the back there of him as well. And then from the same series, let's get that one. Same series, we're gonna have Beast here, and this is a pretty good sculpt of him. I like that look. And on the back there, another good picture of him. Again, put him with all the rest of my X-Men figures. And let's see, this one here, the last boxed one that I have, is going to be Ronin. I'm a little bit unhappy with this one. I really like the figure. Again, I love the Avengers Endgame movie, and as soon as I came out, wanted some toys. So this was the first one that I got. The only thing is that I ordered this from Walmart, and I thought it'd be fine and everything, but when it came, it was kind of trash like this. Problem is that I can't get another one because they don't have another one in stock. So I don't know if I should just keep watching the shelf, see if another one pops up, and then I can return it for this one, because that just sort of pisses me off. Maybe I could not tape it, but maybe I could, I don't know, maybe if I take him out, it's not going to make a big deal. If I put him posed with my other figures, doesn't matter. He'll be this box will be, hiding with all my other ones. But no, I did enjoy him as Ronin in this last movie, so pretty cool. Anyway, I was glad to pick that one up. Just not happy about the box. And then I got a couple loose figures, which I think if I start going to this King County every 6 months, probably gonna just go ahead and pick up more loose figures like this. Now, the couple other years that I went, I just can't quite get it. The last couple of years that I went, they didn't have a lot of great loose figures. I think most of the loose figures were like the ones that nobody wanted, totally people didn't want. And I think this year was quite a bit different, where it looks like there's a lot of people putting the build-to-action figures together, and what they're doing is they're just taking brand new figures, just ripping out the bat figure, putting it together, selling that, and then all the other stuff they're just selling for cut rate. Like this one right here, the Living Laser. He's kind of a cool looking character. Didn't come with a box, but they did have his effects, like the hand effects that you see there. But I got him for $7, and I thought, well, that's not so bad. Another character that I was looking for, of course, is going to be Ghost Rider. If you can see from my channel and a lot of the comics that I buy, Ghost Rider is totally going to be, he's totally going to be something that I collect a lot of. And if I can actually get him centered here, or not, we'll just put him here. Yeah, so this figure was one that I've been looking at toy shows for a while. see if I could pick him up. I would have liked to have him in a box, but this year, the only couple figures that I could find, one guy was selling him for $80, and it was mostly for the build action figure part that was with him, that was getting most of the money from it. And the other guy that had one of these was selling the whole set, so I didn't want to drop like a few $100s just for the whole set of that. So I decided to go onto eBay right after the show, and I picked this bad boy up for, I think, about 23, 24, 25 bucks. So I was happy that I was able to actually, pick him up for a halfway decent price. I kind of gave up on getting him in a box. I had a chance probably 6 months ago or so to get him in a box for about 25 or 30, and I was dumb and tried to talk the guy down on it, thinking that I could, save a few bucks, and that usually just bites me in the butt, and I end up not getting it, or just end up paying more for it anyway. So anyway, that is going to be my figures. And if you give me a second, let me just rearrange things here, and I'll be right back. Okay, back now. Now, this is going to be one of the Indiegogo projects that I've talked about with other videos that I've had. This one, God, I ordered this last year, and with Indiegogo projects, you just kind of pay for them, and then you forget about them, and then they show up 6 months later and kind of surprise you. I actually, I came home and I saw this big box, really heavy box, and when I originally ordered this, I thought it was going to be just like I just thought it was going to be like a regular trade paperback. I didn't think it was going to be a hardbound book and everything. But again, this is Bigfoot Bill, Shadow of the Mothman, from Doug TenNapel. He's the same guy that's done Earthworm Jim. If you take a look at Bigfoot Bill, you can kind of see he has the same bug eyes and everything like Earthworm Jim has. And I was pretty surprised when I saw this come out. It also had a few things included with it. Let's see, looks like they have a little patch with it saying low carb. I haven't been watching his YouTube channel, so I'm not for certain if that means something, or it's just funny haha or whatever. Then you get a little bit of a bookmark. I don't know why they think bookmarks are a big deal. It's just something to lose. I mean, I can't even remember the last time that I've used a bookmark for anything. But one of the cool things that they had here was Bigfoot trading cards. God, I don't even know if I want to open this. I think I want to keep it as is. I'll probably just keep all the stuff with the book and everything. But when I first got the book, you can see it was a tough book. This is made to last. Oh my God. But looking at this, the first thing that it reminded me of is, if you think of like the Dungeons Dragons books back when I was a kid, like in the 80s, maybe the 90s, it's like the same kind of brown. It's got gold embossing on it. Even has, you can see like the Bigfoot Bill picture on that. And yeah, so I don't know. This is a fairly interesting story. Oh, there we go. We got a nice big autograph from Doug there, Doug TenNapel. And I'll just kind of go through some of the pages here, and hopefully you can see this good without it glaring. The page quality on this is like super nice, and you can just see kind of from the pages his artwork. Very nice. It was a fun read. I liked the story. It was kind of a funny story where Bigfoot Bill is in a prison with other, animals like him, and he escapes, and they escape as well, and then he has to try and capture the worst ones. And yeah, this is pretty cool. Very nice artwork on it. Funny, nice story. You know, um, I guess I've always wanted an Earthworm Jim is kind of one of the things that I played when I was growing up or in college. Can't quite remember when that came out, but yeah, artwork on this awesome. Quality's great on it, and makes you want to see if he got his license back, what he would do with Earthworm Jim again, because he's still got it. He's funny, and what I also heard recently is that he is going to be he's got a new Indiegogo out, and looks like he did get a hold of the Earthworm Jim license again. So he's going to be putting out a new book for that, new comic book. If it's anything like this, it'll probably start out as like a trade paperback, but then it, depending on how many people put money into it, it'll probably get bigger, nicer, and probably be hardbound like this. And looking at this, it's going to be awesome when that comes out. But last I heard, I believe that Indiegogo on its first day, it already made like $100,000, which is freaking awesome. So that's definitely going to be coming out, and it's going to have a lot of perks with it. I haven't looked at more, but anyway, I'll finish that. But again, that was Bigfoot Bill, Shadow of the Mothman. Can't really, I mean, I don't think you can get these other than if you go on eBay or buy them from someone else, or you go to a store that might have picked up. I think he probably sold packs to stores, if they wanted to try to sell these as well. But yeah, pretty cool. I read the story, liked it. It was worth the money that I paid for it. I think he lost a bit of money off the shipping on this, because I didn't think that he probably figured in enough shipping to get all this sent to us. So, but anyway, that's Bigfoot Bill. All right, and on to the new comic books. I got my newest order from Discount Comic Book Service, and this is going to be all my new comic books for the month of April. So we got, let's see, Amazing Spider-Man number 19 and Amazing Spider-Man number 20, again still being written by Nick Spencer, and these look like they're done by Delgado, or Ramos. Delgado? Ramos. I do like him as a Spider-Man artist. And then we got Batman Detective. Looks like they're kind of changing the detective logo around after the 1000 issue. I've been enjoying this. Tomasi, he was a writer that I read through like Superman issues. I can't remember if it was Action or Superman that he was writing, but I enjoyed that, and I'm enjoying his work on Detective as well. Then we got this Detective Comics, which is going to be the B cover for it. Kind of cool. I'm kind of finding that, like with a lot of these dark covers for Batman, they look good when you're ordering them, but when you actually get the comic books, I'm not liking they're so dark. I'm not getting a lot of detail, but I don't know. It's okay. And you might get it from this one here, where, yeah, it's a good one. It looked better, I guess, when I was ordering it, 2 or 3 months ago. Pretty cool, but still very dark. You can't see very much, but still very detailed. Then we got another one here. Again, very dark. Can't really see much. It's mostly black. So, I don't know. I guess maybe a little more color in it. Maybe I go more with the cover A's like that. And then we got Batman number 70 here. Just went with the regular cover on it. Still keeping up with those Batmans and detectives. Venom. So, Venom's not being written by... What? Who's writing it? Bunn is writing it? Wait a second. Cullen Bunn? I don't know. we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Also, it looks like they're War of the Realms. I've pretty much checked out on that. I'm not going to get any of the War Realms. Then this one, I saw this cover up at C2E2. They had it at the DC booth, and if you like, if you like the movie with this, with Robin and so on, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So that's a neat cover. Green Lantern, again, I've been enjoying that one. Looks like I went with the regular cover on this one. Savage Avengers, this is #1 with Conan and everything, which they're kind of putting Conan and everything right now. Picked up the first one. I didn't pick up 2 or 3 or anything. I just kind of wanted to see what it was like. Again, I love True Believers. Avengers Nebula, I think. Then you got Avengers Stormbreaker, which with him being in Guardians of the Galaxy, that's going to be kind of a neat issue to read through. Avengers Ronin. Again, another True Believers, can't go wrong for a buck. Then we got here, let's see, this is interesting. So it doesn't exactly say True Believers on it. It is a $1 issue. So what, they took off the True Believers now and just say Marvel's Greatest Creators? Is that just kind of a little variant change that they're doing to these True Believer dollar comics? Anyway, again, if I can fill in some of the old holes on some of the Avengers that I have, that's cool. I got Star Wars Ewoks. I don't know why I ordered this now. I don't know. Maybe my nostalgia just got the best of me, but for a buck. If anything, I'll just give it to a kid or something. But then we got Conan the Barbarian. This is the 5th one. I think I ended it after this one. Just wanted to get the first 5 issues to see how Conan was doing. That's probably as much as I want. This is going to be a pretty cool looking cover here. Green Lantern #6. That's pretty cool. I'm liking that. Again, loving the series with Morrison. Green Lantern. Keep up with that as long as he's writing it. And then Walking Dead. I just read a bunch of Walking Dead recently. Can't wait to read this issue here, see what happened. But yeah, I've been keeping up with The Walking Dead and seeing kind of what was going on with that. But that's going to be my new comic books that are from April, but I just got those in May. And last but not least, this is going to be my garage sale haul that was from last Thursday. Went over to a guy's house, had a lot of older comic books, and while they're not in the greatest of shape, still good reading when you're not paying that much for them. So found a beat up copy of Amazing Spider-Man 267 that I don't have, so that was pretty good. Pretty beat up, not really beat up, it's pretty wavy, but old copy of Thor 198. You get this pressed and it'd be a nice comic book. Same could be said for this one here. Gonna be a Thor 250 again. A little bit wavy, got a bend and everything, but if I get those pressed, they'll look pretty nice. He also had some old Swamp Things that I picked up as well. Saga of the Swamp Thing there, #16. More Saga of the Swamp Thing, 28. Number 31, Swamp Thing, Sophisticated Suspense. A little bit older stuff, Swamp Thing here, number 9. And then we got number 16 here. God, he's ugly in this one. Then got a Hulk. This one, Moon Knight. I always love me some Moon Knight. The cool thing about this is going to be Bill Sienkiewicz. Love his artwork on stuff. If you just, it's pretty noticeable. I enjoy his New Mutant stuff back in the day, but you can kind of recognize, I don't know, this doesn't look, the cover looks okay, but not quite the, let me take a look. No, it says Bill Sienkiewicz is the penciler on this. Didn't quite look like his stuff looking at some of this. This one, love his use of stuff like for that. But yeah, looking at this looked more like his stuff. Yeah, this is what I was. Yeah, this definitely looks like Bill Sienkiewicz. Yeah, let me check here. Definitely. Let me get to the right page here. And let's see, there he is right there. Penciler and inker. So another Moon Knight by him. Again, Bill Sienkiewicz. Oh, no. No. Well, okay, whatever. I'll deal with it. It's a Bill Sienkiewicz. It's got a cool cover. Too bad about the inside page. That sucks. Oh well. Here's another one. Let's flip through some more pages here. Again, I enjoy Bill Sienkiewicz's artwork. This one, I don't know. This one doesn't quite look like Bill Sienkiewicz, but I think it is stylic. He can do different styles and everything. So, but those last couple you could totally, yeah. Anyway, yeah, more like that I could tell. Yeah. So anyway, I thought the Moon Knights were a pretty good pickup. Looks like an old Black Panther, and that looks like it's going to be the King doing that one. So Jack Kirby is doing that one. So definitely, yeah, it's not in the greatest shape, but I'll totally take something with Jack Kirby artwork in it. So, oh yeah, ugh, there we go. Anyway, then there was like a lot of Doctor Strange there. So got a Doctor Strange number 7, Doctor Strange number 31, number 28 there, Doctor Strange 78, and then number 14 and 17. These are in fairly good shape. They're not quite. Some of these are not quite as beat up, but for the age of these, that's pretty good. Ooh, look who's smiling now. I'm smiling now. I got all these new comics. And let's see, there we got 37, Strange Tales. Okay, that's a different one. Oh, wow. All right, Doctor Strange, number 41. Number 45. Let's see, and a number 70 there. And then he did have a big selection of Captain Americas. These are going to be kind of more the time period that I was collecting comic books. So I was happy to pick these up. Oof. But but yeah, that is definitely a nice, good-sized chunk of Captain America. I'll kind of go till I get some of the older stuff. Here you got him with the Falcon. I think this one is this going to be a Kirby as well. Let's see. Edited, written, drawn by Jack Kirby. Yep. So that's going to be another Kirby issue there. Again, Kirby on Captain America. Yeah, I'll pick that up any day. Definitely. If I can actually find a page with some of his art. But yeah, I'll definitely Definitely pick that up any day. Another older Captain America with Falcon. I kind of like this one with the Lincoln statue baiting on Captain America there. I thought that was kind of funny. And we got old Quasar here, and who the hell is that? Texas Twister, Super Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay, kind of neat. What is Sharon doing there? Looks like she's gonna shoot him. With Dr. Faustus, very cool. That's a neat looking cover there. And then we got 238 here. We got this melting monster. Okay. 244. And we got 246 here. That one there's 249. Again, a lot of nice old comic books here for the right price. That's for sure. And then we got a 271. We got a 285. And most of these are bagged and boarded and everything. So, ooh, Cap's not looking so good. Looks like that's one of the times that they took the serum out of him or whatever. That should be a good read there. Then we got 303. These are kind of newer issues. And we got 309 and a 320. So that's going to be all of my garage sale comic books that I picked up. And again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Hit subscribe and hit the bell for notifications if you want to see more videos like this of stuff that I pick up, conventions I go to, shops that I see, and see you later. Bye.